So I'm driving my truck, doing the break-in on it. This truck runs smooth, it sounds good, and I am freaking stoked about it.
Twin Rivers Hotshot.
So, good news. I just got a text from WizardWorks Diesel, and my truck is putting the test drive miles on it today. Now, this is a full rebuild, the lower end, all of it, machining the heads, and it's huge. You know, this one hurt, I ain't gonna lie. You know, being without your truck for a month and a half, when you use your truck to make money, you know, that one hurt. I took my truck to WizardWorks Diesel in Kemp, Texas. Now, WizardWorks was very, very highly recommended. I have all of these other places around me, being I'm out of Dallas, Fort Worth. Bare Knuckle Performance. The list goes on and on and on. I went with WizardWorks because they were highly recommended by some people that I trust, that run these Cummins engines, that run diesel engines. Very first thing I noticed was the sound, the throttle response. My throttle seems very, very touchy. I got this truck almost brand new. It had 18,000 miles on it, and I put 270,000 miles on it in 2 years. I know this truck, I know every sound it makes, I know the way it feels, I know the way the steering wheel feels. I know this truck. And when I got in it and when I took off, this thing sounded better than brand new. Now I figured it was gonna be a little louder, a little more diesel-y sound. No, this truck sounds like, it sounds better than it did when I first got it brand new, no lie. The road noise, the engine drone is very quiet to what I expected. So one of the only things he, told me, from now on I have to use 15W40, strictly conventional. Definitely gonna be doing that. Drive it 500 miles before I pull, and 1,000 miles get an oil change. So I've already done the 500 miles before I hooked up to my trailer, and so now gonna do the oil change. I figured the oil change part was maybe he had a break-in oil. I know a lot of these guys, when they do builds, they'll put in a break-in oil, and what it does, I think it has more zinc in it, and it kind of hardens the metal, so for 1,000 miles you run it. So get that changed, and just baby it, man. I'm just gonna watch her. Everything seems fine. Like I said, one of the first things I noticed was how quiet she was and like the throttle response. So I am gonna go do a local, kind of test it out, and then I have another load lined up for one of our customers, and it's a longer load. It's from Texas to Maryland, but it's light. It's like 3,000 pounds. That's kind of what I wanted to do this first trip out. Run it light, so run there and back. That's 3,000 miles. That's a pretty good break-in. Just keep it light, just watch my temperatures and all that, but man, everything seems fine. I think I'm just paranoid because I've heard so many horror stories, after guys go through this with their trucks. There's just, the truck's never right again, or There's always some little issue. I know a couple of guys that's done engine swaps in these newer ones. Their truck was never right again. Always throwing codes or overheating, or it was just always something, something random. But the truck was never right again. And yeah, I've done a lot with this truck. I've had to do a lot of it. In my head, it doesn't sound like a lot, but like I have had to do the trans, which I did premature. There was a little bit of wear on the number 5, and I said redo it. This one couldn't get around holding the piston. And other than that, it was transmission lines and this and that. But like, you got to understand, I put 17 years of use on this truck in 2. That is no lie. The average person does 20,000 miles a year. I put 17 and a half years on this truck in 2 years. So to give you an idea of how much this truck has worked, like, this truck has worked. So, but anyways, guys, just figured I'd make a video, let you guys know that I'm back. So, leave me a comment if this has ever happened to you, being in this situation, and what did you do? Also, for the guys that's done motor swap and had issues afterwards, leave me a comment, let me know what you went through, and I'll see you guys on the next one.